So this is what happened when I completely stopped all of my dry eye treatments and remedies for 1 month. And as a hint, my right eye did not like it. I don't know if you can see that right there, but yeah. Let's focus in. Now, why in the world would I even do this? As a person with dry eye, I have found over the years a really good dry eye routine with treatments and remedies that actually help control and help me with my dry eyes. But I have been getting a lot of comments either here on YouTube or from patients where they've been doing all of these dry eye treatments, whether it's eye drops or medications, and then all of a sudden they completely stop them and their eyes felt way better. And so I wanted to put that to the test, at least for me. Now, there is actually something called medicamentosa or medicamentosa conjunctivitis, where the actual remedies or treatments, whether it's eye drops or medications, are actually causing a conjunctivitis, causing inflammation on the eye. And that could be due from some ingredients that might be in the eye drops. It could be from the preservatives or from the medications themselves that actually your eye does not like and actually causes issues. And this actually can become a treatment strategy for doctors. For example, if we get a patient that comes from another office and they come in saying, hey, my dry eyes is really bad. I've been using all of these drops and medications and fish oil and nothing seems to be helping. If anything, my eyes feel the same or they feel worse. Sometimes that doctor might say, you know what, let's just cut everything out, start from scratch, kind of clear the playing field and see what your eye does. And maybe we can add one thing at a time after that. But let's just see what happens when you get rid of all of the preservatives and medications and drops that you're putting in the eye and just see what your natural eye looks like for now. So there are two main reasons I wanted to do this. Number one, I really wanted to see what my eyes would feel like, what my baseline is for my eyes. And then number two, I do have some other dry eye treatments that I want to test out for future videos. And I thought it'd be a better accurate test if I kind of start from baseline and build up from there. So here's my dry eye routine that I've been using nearly every day. Usually involves preservative-free artificial tears, usually twice a day. I do change the drops up as I'm kind of testing different ones out. I definitely use warm compresses frequently. I wouldn't say every day, as some days I just don't get to it or I forget, and I usually follow that up with a digital eye massage. I do take omega-3 supplements. I've been using the PR brand for a while now. It has worked really well for me, and probably one of the bigger things that I think helps control my dry eyes is eyelid hygiene. Every morning I use an eyelid cleanser. What I'm using right now is MyboClean that has Manuka honey in there. I like it a lot, and every night, or nearly every night, I would use an eyelid wipe, whether it's from Tear Restore or another brand that I like. Now in the past, I've tried other dry eye treatments and medications, whether it's Restasis or Xiidra or Tyrvaya, just to test them out and see what it does for me. But my routine is what I've been always falling back on. That seems to be what has helped control my dry eyes the best. And that's what I gave up. I stopped doing my routine. All dry eye treatments, stopped it. And yeah, like I said, my eyes did not like it at all. Within the first week or two, I felt the dry eye symptoms creeping up. I could feel like my eyes needed to blink more often. I felt like I had more blurry, fluctuating vision. I felt the sting and burn quicker throughout the day. Towards the end of the day, my eyes felt a lot more tired. It felt harder to work on the computer and stare at certain things, focus on certain things. Yeah, I just didn't like it. And then what surprised me the most at the 3-week mark, this guy popped up. If you look at that, that is a sty right there, a chalazion. And I think this happened from a combination of things, eyelid hygiene, stopping that, maybe stopping the omega-3s. I wasn't expecting it to make that much of a difference that quickly. But one other thing, I definitely noticed that I was touching and rubbing my eyelids more. And I think that constant touching, rubbing my eyelids and exposing whatever was on my fingers and just habit getting in there, I think caused the sty. So I was then faced with the decision. Should I just keep going, power through? Maybe my eyes just need to adjust. But ultimately I decided, yeah, you need to get rid of this sty. I started the warm compresses and eyelid hygiene. Patients aren't going to trust an eye doctor with a sty, right? And so it was just getting to the point where when I was telling patients, hey, you should do this for your sty or your dry eyes, and I actually have a sty myself, yeah, I didn't want that to happen. And so I started getting rid of the sty, and it's been going away. It's actually looking a lot better than what it was. So a couple questions for you. One, should I try this again? Should I try and get to the 3-month mark, which is what my original plan was? or should I just keep doing my dry routine and not worry about it? And number two, has your eye doctor ever recommended doing something similar, where you just stop all your dry eye treatments and see what happens? I'd be curious to hear the answers in the comments. Thanks for watching. Stay focused.